Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more of a review of the OMEN. It's a 11th generation Intel with a 3070 RTX. This is the left-hand side with the ports. So you got your HDMI, other display port deal, the Type-C, USB, USB 3 point whatever, your RJ45 for your network, your power adapter. One thing that I like about it is the power adapter has a little light to let you know if it's plugged in, charged, and working well. Now the back, some people make comments that they enjoy the hookups in the back. Well, for cooling, this is a whole lot better. That's going out the back. All these are fins and airflow. And on this side, you have a little bit more airflow and two USBs. And it's pretty solid put together. One thing, if you do take this apart, which it doesn't have any little sticker saying void warranty, security screw, the four on the bottom, away from the heat sinks and fans, are at an angle. So whenever you take them out and put them back in, these four need to be done at an angle. And another little feature that this has is this brings it up a little bit off the desk, and this kind of keeps things from getting in to block it. So you have a little bit added airflow than the others that are just flat at the bottom. I mean, it's maybe a quarter of an inch to bring it up to kind of help cool it. And on the top of it, you have this little nice thing saying OMEN. I've not done any changes on the OS system, but my previous laptop was an Intel 10th generation with a 2070 in it. And there is a good bit of a difference. The one thing that I've got a little bit of a dislike for this is the fans on, it's not just solid. And then whenever you go to change it to being more of a just solid output of a regular speed, kind of goes up and down, just enough to annoy someone like me. And the power supply is this big thing, 330 watts. Like, look at the current one that you have. I mean, this is the power supply next to the system to let you kind of get a feel of the difference in size. It's got a lot of good weight to it. The cord for it, as you can see, it's actually a bit thicker than put is nice and a little tiny on that. Some people make comments about the lighting right through here. The lighting is not overly bright. Some people say it's not bright enough. The keys, that they don't feel anything amazing. My other one has a Steel Series, it's a MSI, and they feel pretty close. But if you want to change your colors and your schemes, you have this key right here. I'll bring up your OMEN, or you can go to right here, which is the OMEN Gaming Hub. Either way brings it up. In a previous video, I was showing the undervoltage, which I thought I had it already set, but I did not. So you'll go to the OMEN 17. And I also have a desktop, which does not have undervolting or anything of that nature on it. So, and you've got network boost, but the undervolting, you'll put in intelligent, which I mean, it didn't do much undervolting. But whenever you do that, it'll have to turn the laptop on and off. It pretty much has to blue screen. Let's see kind of how low it can go. And then you just leave it. I left it plugged in for it to do the test, because most of the time gaming, that's where I'm going to have it. But I've never, so far in a couple hours of gaming that I've done, which is Diablo 3, I've not seen anything major. Whenever I got more stuff on the screen, when my desktop would actually slow up and lose frames, it actually gained frames on this one. And instead of, like on the desktop, was doing 120 frames kind of in an open area, this one's doing 60. And then whenever I get crowded, this one's jumping to the occasion, actually going higher on frames per second. But if you want to change your keyboard around, right here it is. I have the static, where it's constantly changing colors. turn it off, and oh, gotta hit apply right here, and then boom, you don't have the lights. So what you can do on static, chew that, select the zone to begin. Okay, so if you want to change certain colors, right here is where you can do it. Hit apply, and not the gaming hub feature is not really the best on it right now. It's not really making much changes. I'll just hit restore defaults. The other part of this wonderful thing is this right here. I tried to change the fan speeds around. Right now it's on auto. Not doing the high-low at the moment. But whenever I go to put on manual, it automatically kicks up the fan speed. And right now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a software thing. I go to select this, and it will not let me drag it down. So, but I can take and go up. Not down at all. So to get it as quiet as you want it, is pretty much going to be leaving on auto. But that will hopefully be something that they'll work on fixing later. And I've still got stuck on performance. There's a graphic switcher, which I had shown before. Macros, if you get into gaming and have shortcuts, here on this side you have P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that you can program these keys for like your actions. Instead of having to hit multiple keys, you hit that one, it does what you want it to do, or what multiple keys would do. With the lighting, it's still not done. I mean, oh wait, here's the advance. Okay. Oh, here's the brightness. Let's see about that. Apply. And new. Okay. See, save. Yeah, it didn't change anything on the lighting for me. So, let me try this again. Go brightness up in that section. Apply. As you see, no, it's not changing anything. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have talked about the keyboard not being bright enough. The desktop also has problems with the lighting situation, but I really don't hold that on the laptop being an issue. More, I'm concerned about the vitals. Like I've got sitting on a bed right now, a very, very, very soft bed, so it's not breathing as well. Most of the time the temperatures are a lot lower. On gaming, I've had setting in my lap, and it's not gotten as hot as my other laptops. I mean, it's going to get warm, but the CPU actually goes a little bit higher than the GPU. My other one, the GPU is the one that shoots up my desktop and my other laptop. So they've done some improvements. I've not upgraded my system memory, which I doubt I will unless I really have to. Which I'm not connected onto the net right now. But overall, it does pretty well. I mean, I watched a couple of movies on it, streamed a few things. I've not done the wireless much, but it's got a very good wireless controller in it. So, I mean, the movement's really good on it. The track is great. I've had a laptop, EVGA. Oh, the trackpad was horrible. Some people make comments about it not being good. So far, this trackpad's been great. So I have the model number in the description. It's worth getting. And one thing about these laptops, the case and the power supply is the same for the 3060, 3070, and 3080 from what the paperwork says. So if you end up only getting your hands on a 3060, which whenever you upgrade, if you upgrade, it will be removing the motherboard, which has the um, processor, your CPU, and your GPU on it. If you were to want to upgrade your GPU, it's not a separate card. Everything's started on the board. But if you just can't wait, I mean, this is a good one to grab. The screen, they have 3 different screens. This is the 165. Great for gaming. I mean, if there's any games that you guys want to try out, if I can get a demo on here to show you guys and show the frame rates, just let me know. Overall, I feel like it's a very solid laptop, very good. It's got some plastic and it's got some steel. So it's got a mixture of both worlds. People complain about the sharpness of it, like the corners aren't rounded. But if this is bad enough to cut you, I mean, you've got to be really trying. I mean, it's just blunt enough that it's not going to cut anything. But on style, it's just a little bit easier, nicer. I mean, it might be a little snag on here and there on getting in and out of a notebook case, but the power supply is more than enough. 330. Because one of the other issues in gaming on a laptop is sometimes it cannot charge as fast as the power is being used up in the system. So they've got that taken care of with this bad boy. The battery technology is supposed to be better now. If there's any questions, any concerns, any tests that you guys want me to run, which I ran the hard drive test, and all those came out just phenomenal. With the first hard drive that's already in it and the other one that I put in it, that they test on the benchmarks higher than what they supposedly are supposed to test. So HP did a pretty good bang up job on this system. I have a tower, wasn't too happy with the tower, but this one's doing better. The software on the gaming hub, OMEN hub, is still not perfected. So, but I didn't buy it for light up keyboard. So let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else that you might want to know about it, any of the software stuff that comes with it, because I've not changed out Windows. That's one thing that I normally do, is get a stripped down version of Windows. But currently, with a desktop I tried, and I could not change the Windows. It had the HP Windows with a BIOS, with a motherboard. So I've not even tried it on the laptop yet, just because I don't want that frustration. But thanks for watching, and let me know what y'all think.